Hello, beautiful humans. Hope you had a wonderful new year. Hey guys, welcome back. I really do hope you had an awesome 2017. If it was great, if it was a little short of great, if it was a bajillion times short of great, that's okay because this is the beauty of the new year. So here's the setting intentions and reminders for the year to come. These are 8 things I like to do more of in 2018. And before we get started, this video is sponsored by a really awesome company called Live It. They make these super awesome functional planners that are super amazing. You guys will love it. Go show them some love down below and let's get started.
The first and most important thing I'd like to do is to do more of what makes me uncomfortable. You may be thinking, why would anyone want to do that? Well, research has found that while the act of doing things that make you uncomfortable may not feel the best in the moment, a little bit of discomfort can actually go a long way in the department of personal development. My 2017 was all about working on myself and working in general. I worked a lot this year, and I kind of use it as an excuse to indulge in my introvertedness and shyness and spend days in my cave distance from society. I mean, you have to make some sacrifices, right? But this year, I'm gonna make it a point to replug myself back into the system. I'd like to meet more like-minded people, more creators, collaborate with other YouTubers, put myself out there even more, and not be afraid to try new things, work with different people inside and outside of the industry. I cannot schmooze for the life of me. I've never liked the word networking, nor have I ever liked the act of networking, so there will be some very, very awkward and uncomfortable situations to come in the very near future, but I shall persist nonetheless. After all, feelings of resistance and discomfort are sure signs that we're learning, growing, expanding, and challenging ourselves to move onward and upward. The second thing I want to do more of is to plan more. 2017 was a year of execution and doing. I wanted to think less and to do more, and to not be bogged down by my overthinking tendencies and just your friendly neighborhood paralysis by analysis. I learned the ways of the perceiver and the formerly foreign and enigmatic concept of going with the flow. My life previously was very structured and decided. I made lists of things just so I can cross it off, and I seldom took any action because I spent the majority of my time planning and mulling over the details. So, in 2018, I'd like to take the best of what I've learned from both sides of the spectrum and be a flexible and adaptable planner. To make this possible, I made a pact with myself to stick with using a planner for the rest of the year. Yes, 1 whole year. Not just for January, not just for the first exciting months of the year, the whole year with the help of this super functional and aesthetic planner. A few benefits of planning include helping you be more organized, helping you reduce your stress, helping you stay in the moment, helping you be more proactive and less reactive, playing offense versus playing defense, if you will. Thanks, Gary Vee. And it helps you stay true to your words, which is something that I need a lot of help with. The third thing I'd like to do more of is to deepen my faith. For me to get to where I am today, for me to be alive and happy and healthy after years of living in my own version of the Dark Ages, I'm certain I couldn't have gone this far without some major divine intervention. In Buddhism, it is believed that man could cultivate himself to enlightenment or godhood, and this is something I want to remember daily this year. Be it faith in myself, in God, in Buddhas, in Taoists, the universe, or just something greater than myself. Quoting one of my favorite books, The Power of Habit, it wasn't God that mattered, it was belief itself that made a difference. Once people learned how to believe in something, that skill started spilling over to other parts of their lives until they started to believe they could change. And to take that a step further, quoting the founder of Falun Dafa, Li Hongzhi, what is true faith? You're merely saying with your mouth that you have faith, but in your heart, you don't actually have faith. When you truly have faith, your actions match your words. And that is what I'm striving for this year, to be rooted in faith in my heart and for my actions to mirror my beliefs. Because when you truly and wholeheartedly believe in yourself and that the universe is conspiring to make magic happen for you, it will. The fourth thing I like to do more of is to drink more water. I found that water is almost always the answer for everything. Exhaustion, lack of water. Brain feels foggy, water. Dry skin, water. Better skin, water. Chapped lips, water. Sore throat, warm water. I know you're watching this, Mom. Random food cravings, not enough water. Too much heat in my body according to Chinese medicine, water. Flush out toxins, water. Fever, water. You get the point. Drinking more water also encourages more trips to the bathroom, which encourages more physical activity throughout the day. All things I could use more of in my life as I'm usually sitting in front of the computer all day. This year, I'll always strive to have a cup or bottle of water next to me wherever I am. Once it's empty, I'll refill it right away and continue the cycle until forever. Now that my brain is functioning properly and my face is nice and plump from consuming enough water, I'd like to put more effort into looking presentable, because this is how I dress 358 days out of the year. For the new year, I like to swap out sweatpants for jeans and culottes, buns for beach waves, and the face of a 5-year-old boy for a fresh, lightly made-up face. As I mentioned in my self-care video, taking care of yourself and your appearance is like taking care of your space. It's a reflection of your inner state and a form of self-respect. I clearly need to take my own advice more often. In 2018, I want to create more and consume less. More manifestos, more letters to the boy I love, more challenging myself to create meaningful, beautiful masterpieces that frustrate the heck out of me while creating, but leaves me feeling so fulfilled and accomplished after I'm done. This is the whole knowing what makes you happy and doing more of it thing. I've had my fair share of potato moments in 2017, mindlessly consuming content and being the biggest homebody, and that's okay. But in 2018, I hope to fill the majority of my time creating meaningful things, be it videos, doodling, art, making new friends, building new relationships, even adding more artwork to my apartment. Next, I like to exercise more gratitude and compassion. This list would not be complete without this point. A recent New York Times article states that the link between having compassion and gratitude naturally leads to more self-control in life and in keeping your New Year's resolutions. This past year, whenever I dip below baseline contentness into freak-out mode, it's usually when I forget how lucky and fortunate I am to be me, to be alive, and to be a functional human being who has the capacity to take full responsibility of my actions and my realities. One of my favorite quotes from Tony Robbins is that when you're grateful, you can't feel anger and you can't feel fear. And I like to add that when you're grateful, you can't be anything other than grateful. You can't feel any negative emotions when you're overwhelmed with pure gratitude. So this year, to minimize my lapses of entitlement and selfishness, I'm going to write down 3 things I'm grateful for every morning and every night in my planner. Researchers have found that cultivating gratitude leads to better relationships, better physical and mental health, and better sleep. It also reduces aggression, improves self-esteem, and increases mental strength. And lastly, I'd like to be more consistent. I want to continue to grow myself, my faith, my career, and my relationships to the best of my ability. I'd like to minimize my peaks and my valleys this year, and to be less of a fickle rocket that shoots up and runs out of fuel every couple of months. I want to be consistent in my day-to-day routines, consistent in going to bed earlier and waking up earlier, consistent in meditating and doing Qigong exercises daily, consistent in reading, consistent in learning, and consistent in being. After all, it's not what we do once in a while that shapes our lives, it's what we do consistently.
Thank you guys so much for starting your New Year's with me. I hope 2018 is everything you dreamed of and more, and that this year you'll do all the things you've always told yourself you're gonna do, all the things that you said you wanted to do, all the things that you said you were gonna do, you'll do it because I believe in you. And remember, whatever it is that we truly, truly believe can happen, will happen. Let's make magic happen this year. Together, we will be with each other. All of us, amazing, beautiful people watching this, we're all in this together. And yes, sending you guys so much love. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. And let's own 2018. That was pretty bad. Okay, bye.